Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we break down complex business concepts into actionable insights that you can use to propel your career or venture forward. I'm your host, Louis Riskweiser, and today we're diving into a topic that's essential for any entrepreneur or business leader looking to stay ahead of the curve: competitive analysis. Competitive analysis is the process of identifying, analyzing, and understanding your competitors' strengths, weaknesses, and strategies to gain a competitive advantage in the market. It's a crucial concept in the world of business and entrepreneurship because it helps you anticipate challenges, identify opportunities, and make informed decisions about your products, services, and marketing efforts. The origin of competitive analysis dates back to the 1960s, when Michael Porter introduced the concept of competitive strategy. Since then, numerous thinkers, entrepreneurs, and economists have contributed to its development. One influential framework is Porter's Five Forces model, which analyzes the competitive landscape by looking at five key forces: threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitute products, and rivalry among existing competitors. Over time, our understanding and use of competitive analysis have evolved significantly. With the advent of big data and digital technologies, businesses can now gather and analyze vast amounts of information about their competitors, customers, and market trends. This has enabled companies to conduct more sophisticated competitive analysis, using tools such as social media listening, customer surveys, and market research reports. One notable case study is the rivalry between Coca-Cola and Pepsi in the beverage industry. Both companies engage in extensive competitive analysis, monitoring each other's product launches, marketing campaigns, and pricing strategies. This ongoing competition has driven innovation and improved customer experience, with both companies introducing new products and flavors to stay ahead of the game. Another example is the success story of Warby Parker, an eyewear company that disrupted the traditional optical industry by offering stylish, affordable glasses online. Warby Parker's founders conducted thorough competitive analysis, identifying gaps in the market and opportunities to differentiate themselves from established players like Luxottica and Pearle Vision. By understanding their competitors' strengths and weaknesses, Warby Parker was able to create a unique value proposition that resonated with customers and propelled the company to rapid growth. In the tech industry, companies like Apple and Samsung are notorious for their competitive analysis efforts. Both companies invest heavily in market research and competitor monitoring, using this information to inform product development, marketing strategies, and pricing decisions. For instance, when Apple launched its iPhone, Samsung responded by developing its own line of smartphones, which eventually became a major competitor to the iPhone. So, how can you apply competitive analysis in your own business or career? First, start by identifying your key competitors and gathering data on their strengths, weaknesses, and strategies. You can use tools like social media listening, market research reports, or even simple Google searches to gather insights. Next, analyze this data to identify opportunities and threats, and develop a strategy that leverages your unique strengths and differentiators. One practical tip is to create a competitor matrix, a simple table that helps you visualize and compare your competitors' positions across different dimensions, such as product features, pricing, or marketing channels. This can help you spot gaps in the market and identify areas where you can innovate or improve. For example, if you're a startup in the food delivery space, your competitor matrix might include companies like Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash, with columns for factors like commission rates, delivery fees, and restaurant partnerships. Another strategy is to conduct a SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This framework helps you evaluate your company's internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats, to develop a comprehensive competitive strategy. For instance, if you're a small business owner in the retail industry, your SWOT analysis might reveal that your strength is excellent customer service, but your weakness is limited online presence. As you apply competitive analysis, remember that it's an ongoing process, not a one-time exercise. The competitive landscape is constantly changing, so stay alert, adapt quickly, and always be willing to pivot your strategy. This means regularly monitoring your competitors' moves, adjusting your pricing and marketing efforts, and innovating new products or services to stay ahead of the curve. In addition to these strategies, it's essential to consider the role of data analytics in competitive analysis. With the vast amount of data available today, businesses can use tools like machine learning algorithms and predictive modeling to analyze competitor behavior, identify patterns, and forecast market trends. For example, a company like Amazon might use data analytics to predict demand for certain products, adjust its pricing accordingly, and optimize its supply chain to ensure timely delivery. In conclusion, competitive analysis is a powerful tool that can help you navigate the complex business world, anticipate challenges, and seize opportunities. By understanding your competitors and staying ahead of the curve, you can drive growth, innovation, and success in your venture or career. Remember, every great business starts with action, so take the insights from today's episode and apply them to your own journey. As you embark on your competitive analysis efforts, keep in mind that it's not just about gathering data and analyzing competitors, it's also about understanding your customers' needs, preferences, and behaviors. By combining competitor insights with customer feedback and market research, you can develop a comprehensive strategy that sets you apart from the competition and drives long-term success. To recap, the key takeaways from this episode are: competitive analysis is the process of identifying, analyzing, and understanding your competitors' strengths, weaknesses, and strategies to gain a competitive advantage. The 5 Forces model and SWOT analysis are two influential frameworks for conducting competitive analysis. Equal-world examples like Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, Warby Parker, and Apple versus Samsung demonstrate the importance of competitive analysis in driving innovation and growth. To apply competitive analysis in your own business or career, identify your key competitors, gather data on their strengths and weaknesses, and develop a strategy that leverages your unique strengths and differentiators. T.S. Remember to stay alert, adapt quickly, and always be willing to pivot your strategy as the competitive landscape changes. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.